I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
I'm disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on, I ain't see I.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this.
Floyd Mayweather was once viewed as untouchable, a fighter many considered the greatest of all time. 50 wins, 0 losses, billions reportedly earned, and a reputation built on complete dominance. Today, however, that image appears to be facing growing scrutiny with tax disputes, allegations involving unpaid fighters, controversial cryptocurrency promotions, and now a reported $42 million Manhattan real estate purchase that some claim never actually happened. Mayweather now seems less like boxing's unbeatable king and more like a man chasing appearances. His upcoming showdown with Mike Tyson feels less like another exhibition and more like an opportunity to secure another huge payday before the spotlight begins to fade. Let's break everything down. Earlier this year, Floyd made headlines after announcing what he described as the biggest business move of his career. It wasn't another fight or sponsorship deal, but a reported $42 million investment in Manhattan real estate involving 62 apartment buildings, rent-regulated units, and an entire property portfolio. He proudly presented himself as a successful businessman rather than simply a former world champion.
Real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong.
The problem, however, is what followed. Public property records reportedly show that no transfer of ownership ever occurred. Business Insider stated that none of the buildings Mayweather claimed to have purchased were listed under his ownership. At the same time, the non-profit organization associated with the properties, NYC Housing Partnership, said it had never been notified about any pending transaction involving those buildings.
And on a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now, we're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
The situation became even more questionable when Mayweather's own representatives struggled to keep their explanation consistent. When reporters requested documentation supporting the purchase, Floyd's real estate company presented a man identifying himself as James McNair, one of Mayweather's longtime business associates. However, many noticed that the voice being used did not match recordings of McNair's actual voice, raising even more suspicion.
But what's so disappointing with me, Skip, Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big balling. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got to settle a score. And let me tell you how the IRS works, Skip.
Do you have experience?
From the outside, The entire episode appeared filled with uncertainty and unanswered questions. Was the Manhattan purchase a genuine investment, or was it simply another publicity move designed to project wealth that may not have existed? Whatever the truth may be, the controversy doesn't reflect well on someone whose entire public identity has been built around money and financial success. The shine surrounding that image appears to be fading.
Why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions?
This also isn't the first time Floyd's financial affairs have attracted attention. Many fans still remember the IRS controversy back in 2017. Just before his blockbuster fight against Conor McGregor, Mayweather reportedly requested additional time from the government to pay his tax obligations. For someone constantly displaying stacks of cash across social media, critics found it surprising that he reportedly needed extra time to settle those bills.
People around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read, like
that's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something.
Time
like
out.
That.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
You know, how long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced. I'll get your calls in a second. They did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was.
Nor was it an isolated incident. Over the years, Mayweather has reportedly faced several tax liens, creating a pattern that critics continue to point toward. Lavish spending, questionable financial management, and the need to generate fresh income have fueled ongoing speculation. That is one reason many people question the motivation behind the Tyson exhibition. Is Floyd stepping back into the ring for the love of boxing, or is another major payday the real objective? Then there's the Logan Paul exhibition in 2021. While the event itself was promoted as entertainment more than competition, the biggest controversy came afterward when Logan publicly claimed he had never received his full payment.
No, he didn't pay me
at all.
He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude.
Fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
4 months afterward, Logan Paul continued speaking publicly about the dispute and even suggested legal action could become necessary. During one podcast appearance, he directly addressed Mayweather by saying, "He owes me money. Pay me, Floyd," bringing even more attention to the disagreement. Interview 8. Think about the irony. Floyd Money Mayweather, the man famous for boasting about earning 9-figure paychecks, was being accused of failing to pay a YouTuber who had shared one of the easiest fights of his career. Whether true or not, the accusation certainly damaged the perception surrounding his financial image.
Yeah, it's honestly bullshit. Like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. But, you know, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out, and but like,
no?
Yeah.
What about double or nothing?
Yeah, double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So.
Can we get a photo? Sorry, girl.
It was fun though? Cool. Yeah, of course.
So you're going to change the way you do business when it comes to boxing now, man?
Yeah. Me and my brother.
Thank you.
Sure, of course, yeah. I gotta go, y'all, but.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it though?
Oh, yeah.
I think we're done,
Most fun of my life.
Once stories about unpaid opponents and criticism from major internet personalities begin circulating, a fighter's reputation can start taking damage outside the ropes just as much as it ever could inside the ring.
And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know. That's the guy who's been to the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. Just not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got no fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you.
Then came the cryptocurrency controversies. Mayweather became associated with several crypto projects that later drew criticism, including Centratech and Ethereum Max. His involvement in promoting those ventures eventually became connected to lawsuits and allegations that investors had been misled.
Everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another, whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed.
The SEC eventually fined Mayweather after determining that he failed to disclose he had received payments for promoting certain initial coin offerings. In simple terms, Floyd accepted compensation to advertise cryptocurrency projects without publicly revealing he had been paid to endorse them. That certainly didn't help his public image.
What's going on? What's happening?
For someone widely recognized as being exceptionally smart with money, Floyd has repeatedly found himself surrounded by financial controversies. That brings the conversation to his next major attraction, the proposed 2026 showdown between Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson.
Celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So, like, what
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically, you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say and what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right? And you just basically give.
On paper, it's a historic matchup featuring two legendary names that helped shape boxing history. Beneath all the excitement, however, many critics see something very different. Tyson is approaching 60 years old, while Floyd is nearly 50, and neither man has competed at the sport's highest level for quite some time. The financial rewards, however, are enormous, with streaming deals, sponsorship agreements, merchandise sales, and side bets all contributing to the event. That's why many believe Floyd is returning, not to prove himself again or because of a passion for competition, but to secure another enormous paycheck and continue supporting the lifestyle that made him famous.
Prearrangement for this fight. Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and saying, hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude?
Nah. He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. And they're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names. So nobody.
Evander Holyfield has reportedly been helping Tyson prepare for the fight, and Tyson himself appears highly motivated. Meanwhile, Floyd continues presenting himself as the businessman. That leaves many fans asking the same question. Is Mayweather genuinely interested in testing himself against Tyson, or is the financial reward the biggest reason behind this event?
Floyd Mayweather, why the hell did he agree to fight you? That seems like a bad decision by him.
Well, listen, I was minding my business. I'm flying my birds, tending to my children, and he's the one, he came with the sign. His name was on the contract signed already. And he was talking really bad and nasty to me, and so I was like, God damn. I thought we were friendly, talking great.
He's all right. That's got to be such a cool thing for boxing fans, though, Mike, to have two of the all-time legends in there. Are you excited just to see the thing of that like it was with you and Roy?
Nah, man, we want to get him, man. What are you talking about? He's talking crazy. Like, kick his ass.
He doesn't know what he signed up for.
Yeah, I thought the exhibition. He's talking crazy.
So he's like, but Mike, come on, man. He can't be doing anything to you. Like, that's a bad decision by him.
Hey, he made.
Looking at everything together, Each move Floyd has made recently gives some observers the impression of someone trying to hold onto what he once had. The real estate controversy, accusations involving unpaid fighters, crypto promotions, and a long list of exhibition matches have shifted the conversation. For many critics, it no longer feels like it's about building greatness. Instead, they see it as a fight to remain relevant and financially successful. Floyd once controlled boxing headlines through elite competition. Today, he's fighting retired legends, internet celebrities, and promoting billion-dollar business claims that many people question. The aura of complete invincibility no longer feels quite the same, and many fans believe they can now see through the image.
We'll watch. And then at the end, bro, clip this. They're going to go, Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather was the lamest thing I've ever seen. I can't believe I actually tuned in. That's the last Tyson fight I will ever watch. No, it won't be. People have short-term memory. They're going to forget about the last Tyson fight they saw, even though we all know what he looked like. And they're going to watch Floyd versus
that. And that's precisely is why you need to do what you're going to do in life. Do you, dude. It doesn't matter.
Social media users certainly haven't shown Floyd much sympathy. After questions emerged surrounding the Manhattan property announcement, countless fans mocked him by joking about buying buildings that supposedly didn't exist. Money Mayweather quickly became Funny Mayweather across countless online posts. When Logan Paul claimed he hadn't been paid, critics labeled Floyd everything from broke to a scammer. Now, with the Tyson exhibition approaching, many online reactions suggest fans simply aren't interested, describing it as nothing more than two aging legends looking for one final payday.
A big jet, 6 windows. Try 14.
That stands in sharp contrast to the era when Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao became one of the biggest sporting events in history, capturing worldwide attention and breaking records everywhere. Still, there's another way to look at everything. Perhaps this isn't entirely about money after all. Maybe Floyd simply can't let go of being Floyd Mayweather.
An exhibition bout in 2026.
I don't know what to say anymore. This whole thing is a big sell, and it's an exhibition, and you're going to get hoodwinked again, and they're going to move around, and nobody's going to get hurt. And that's the state of boxing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can reference, well, they've had bad blood in the past. Cool. One of them is 50 years old. He's 48, but we'll just say 50. Floyd is 50 years old. Mike Tyson is 60 years old. This isn't your normal 50 and 60-year-old. This is a very weathered, hard miles, 50 and 60-year-old fighting for your entertainment.
Consider what his career looked like for decades. Every appearance, every interview, and every fight dominated headlines throughout the boxing world. But times have changed, and today's spotlight belongs to a new generation. Fighters like Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford, and Gervonta Davis are now the names driving boxing's biggest conversations.
Hello, just one, please.
Guys, we had to go. We don't.
Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? It's just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy.
So perhaps Floyd isn't chasing only another paycheck. Maybe what he truly wants is relevance once again, and some would argue that's an even more difficult battle. Of course, there remains the possibility that the Tyson exhibition completely surprises everyone. If Mayweather somehow outboxes Tyson and the fight exceeds expectations, public opinion could temporarily swing back in his favor. Even then, however, many people would point out Tyson is nearing 60 years old, while Floyd is also well beyond his prime. At best, the event creates another headline. At worst, things could go terribly wrong. If Tyson manages to seriously hurt Mayweather, the carefully protected image built around his undefeated 50-0 record and untouchable reputation could suffer lasting damage. Even so, Floyd remains undefeated, one of boxing's greatest defensive fighters, and the highest-earning boxer the sport has ever seen.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather is really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.